Either God here coming to you live and direct with another video. And in this video, I want to talk about the movie Morbius. It's been a minute since I made a video. I do have a head cold right now, so excuse my voice. My nostrils are stopped up, but I'm gonna just get on through with this video. I just watched the movie Morbius, and I want to give my perception of this movie Morbius. Um, and I'm gonna share like all of my ideas or thoughts that I done had about this movie Morbius. First of all, when I first heard the movie Morbius, I was like, it's probably just some more BS that they telling us. That's why it's called Morbius, cause it's more BS, more bullshit. So yeah, like I'm so smart, man. Like when I first like skipping past like the intro of the movie Morbius, when I saw um Morbius and his friend like in a disagreement, I automatically knew that that was the concept template that they were using. They always make the friends fight so they can have an enemy, and I knew that was what was going to take place in that film when I saw that. But basically, Morbius is about a man who had an illness. I don't know what the illness was. All I know is that he couldn't walk. He was handicapped. Um, so yeah, he had these little walker canes that he was walking with, and this helicopter took him to an island, and some type of secluded island where there were bats out there on the island, and he cut himself, and the bats started, sensing the blood, and they swarmed him. Excuse my voice. Kind of hard for me to sound out certain words. So yeah, they swarmed him when he cut himself, because they sensed that blood. But anyway, moving forward, Morbius had later figured out a cure for his illness. Him and his friend both had the same illness. They couldn't walk. It was something wrong with their legs. And they were basically like friends to the end. And then they grew up, and I already knew that's what the writer was gonna do. They gonna make the friends fight each other. But anyway, Morbius found the cure. He tested it on a white rat, a white lab rat. It died, but it really didn't die. They thought it died, but it really had the. My first thought was the rat had the. They had to give the rat time because the rat's body is small. So, excuse me. The rat is small, so it had to give it time for the serum to marinate in its DNA, so it can set in. Next thing you know, the rat came back alive. So they found out that the serum worked. Then next thing you know, Morbius used the little serum on himself. He used it on himself. He became stronger. He could walk again. His senses had heightened. This reminds me of us before we were conquered. Our senses were at an all-time high. No distractions, none of that. We could smell better. We could hear better. So yeah, that's what that serum did for Morbius, that inorganic being, aka white man. No offense to other races or whatever, but that's just what it is. They showing you that Morbius is an inorganic being, and he needed a serum so he could stay alive. He needed blood. Now here's the concept of the movie that I had got, and it's so like so simple. Like I get what they be doing. They they try to keep throwing this blue versus red concept in it. They always having a little versus situation going on. They always gotta have that fight. You see what I'm saying? And that's what Marvel is about in totality. Marvel, Veil. If you look at the word Marvel, Mar is war. If you flip the words upside down or whatever, rearrange the words. Mar is war and Veil is love. VELLEV or LOV, which is love. They love to war. Anyway, that's what Marvel is about. That's why they always have people fighting each other. And of course, they make the friends fight. See, now how it happened is that Morbius later found out that first of all, he had artificial blood to drink from, and he had organic blood to drink from. The organic blood is from, I guess, the humans, like people. The artificial blood was what we be having this realm right now, the GMO. So the artificial blood was the GMO. Now here's the thing, the kicker part. The artificial blood was the blue, and the human blood was the red. That's the concept that they were using. So, his friend, after Morbius took the serum, Morbius saw how it had him reacting. Morbius didn't think that it would have him out of his mind to where he couldn't control it. So his friend was like, he's crazy. This is save your life. You can now walk. You can do things that you couldn't before. And of course, at that moment, I knew they were gonna make them fight each other, and they did. They did fight. But to see the concept that they used was the blue versus red. Morbius took I guess he was drinking the blue blood at first. He was drinking the blue blood where he could control it, and the red blood made it to where he couldn't control it. I think that's what they were getting at. And of course, Morbius was taking the artificial blood, or either the human blood, and his friend that he was fighting took the other blood, and that's the concept. One take one color blood, one take the other color blood. Then you got AKA blood versus crip, black versus white. They always use that same old template, and we still don't get it. But yeah, it's a pretty good movie, good action, good graphics. I just wonder, like, can we really do that? Like, can our body defy the laws of physics? Can we really fly like that? Like, is Marvel universe really about us doing all of those types of extraordinary powers? Will this solar flare give us those powers? You see what I'm saying? In my mind, I know I can do stuff like that, but in this physical reality, using my left brain logic, it tells me that I can't do that. I can't punch through a wall or a brick wall without my fist being damaged in any physical way. But yeah, Morbius, good movie. He gained his power fairly fast. His senses were real heightened. And it's just so crazy how they always at first you would think Morbius was the bad guy, but you know how they do. The writer will make it to where Morbius end up being the good guy. You know, and his friend was the bad guy. They always have to have each other, have the friends fighting each other, for whatever reason. But while I'm talking about friends fighting each other, that's just like, and this is a spoiler alert, by the way. I'm gonna have to put that in the title of the video, just in case people want to watch it for themselves. This is just like, the movie Sonic 2 that I recently watched. I didn't even finish it, but Sonic 2 was about, like, Sonic himself, a hedgehog, right? And he came in contact with Knuckles, the red Sonic. he came in contact with the red Sonic. And that's another thing that's symbolic. I'm gonna see can I get this to fit into this one video before it shuts off. Cause I want to talk about that too. Sonic 2. You know, they always use these colors, red, blue, and yellow. And what do you know? Those are the colors that they teach us in school and kindergarten and stuff like that, right? The primary colors. You know, and considering all the stuff that we're going through right now, I'm hearing news about there being solar flares and stuff like that, and you know, this planet or realm called Risk, which is where it was a planet where it had 3 suns, and those 3 suns were 3 colors: red, blue, and yellow, right? And it's so what a coincidence that they just dropped this movie during this time, because if you think about it, if that planet had 3 suns representing those 3 colors, why do y'all think that they just introduced us to the 3 characters in Sonic 2? Like, that's the first time us seeing those 3 characters in this new movie. And how I interpreted it is like, okay, the return of the 3 suns. That's why it's getting so hot on this planet. And they introduced us to the red sun, aka Knuckles, which is where they made Sonic fight Knuckles, which is his friend on the cartoon. You see what I'm saying? They always make the friends fight each other. They had made Sonic fight Knuckles before they could put their evil ways aside to become friends. So that's the concept that they were using in that movie, Sonic 2. Blue Sonic versus red Knuckles. When Knuckles stepped through that little ring, aka portal, that let me know that, okay, yeah, the red sun must be returning to this planet, but I don't know how true that is. I'm just sharing my perception on it based off what I be hearing in these lectures and stuff like that. So basically they saying it's the return of the 3 suns, aka the return of the 3 Sonics. You see what I'm saying? They telling you right in the movie. They showed you the 3 Sonics in Sonic 2. The return of the 3 suns. That's why it's getting so hot. That's why they want to inject people with all these shots and all of that, because I feel like they know that it's something in us that we don't even know that we have. And they want to make sure that part of us is shut down and controllable. They need us to be controlled, because when we're out of control, they lose. Simple as that. So yeah, y'all go watch Morbius and go watch Sonic 2. I use the website fmovies.cc or .co. That's a free movie website for those who don't know about it. That's why I watch all my movies in HD. Morbius just came out in HD, so when it came out, I watched it, and the graphics were amazing in HD. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much my perception of Morbius and Sonic 2. So I just wanted to share that. Plus I hadn't made a video in a minute, so yeah. I also want to talk about the man who fell to Earth. The man who fell to Earth. So I might make that in another video. So yeah, I appreciate y'all listening. If you learned something from this video, please share. And thank you for listening. So yeah, with that being said, Eater God signing out. Peace.